Time now for the Peter Chill Evening News on this Sunday evening, September 6th, 2015. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins. Your news headlines are in top sweat 7:03 p.m. on this Sunday evening. Here is the Pope's call comes as thousands more refugees streaming into Germany yesterday were greeted with cheers and welcome signs. Austria says it's planning to phase out special measures that have allowed thousands of migrants to travel freely from Hungary into Western Europe. Washington, immigrants to the United States should speak American. Former Republican vice presidential nominee Sarah Palin said on Sunday, added her voice to controversy triggered by Donald Trump's criticism of fellow Republican White House. Bernie Sanders appears to be closing the gap with Hillary Clinton, but the two remain focused on advocating policies that opposing each other. Mexico City, Mexico's official account that they abducted and buried massacre of 43 students last year does not add up. A team of the international experts said on Sunday said deep flaws in the government investigation and dismissed its claims. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu on Sunday rejected a call to host refugees from Syria and elsewhere, saying that while Israel is not indifferent to the human tragedy of refugees, it is not in a position to take them in. Beirut, Syrian state media said on Sunday that Islamic insurgent had confessed after his arrest to be on 2 car bomb blasts that killed 37 people in the south of the country on Friday, including a Druze leader. Voters in Guatemala went to the polls on Sunday just 3 days after the country's president resigned and was jailed on corruption charges. Thailand's National Reform Council rejected the constitution in the vote in Bangkok Sunday. The judges plan to hold an election as early as late 2016. Car plaza crowd at a Spanish rally, killing 6. Some Fox Lake, Illinois business owners said the waterways usually busy on Labor Day weekend have been sold in the Chain Lakes down after a fatal shooting of a police officer in a non-coordinated investigation. Indianapolis zoo officials are investigating how China managed to escape from its enclosure spurred an hour-long lockdown of zoo guest balls staff found and tranquilized the animal. The lawyer for a Kentucky County clerk who had refused to issue same-sex marriages and said that his team filed on Sunday a notice of appeal over the contempt ruling that landed her in jail. A Las Vegas police officer was shot in the head while sitting in the patrol car with a partner on Sunday after being ambushed by a man with a handgun, police said. More needs to be done to achieve 2% global growth over the 5 years as targeted by G20 countries at a summit last year in Australia. Turkey's Deputy Prime Minister Seven Yilmaz said on Sunday. America's central bank needs to end the global uncertainty about whether it's about to raise interest rates for the first time since the global financial crisis, Treasurer Joe Huckey says. Monza, Italy, Fiat crash automobile boss Sergio Mascioni said on Saturday that taking on tie-up with General Motors was a high priority, and such a deal would also be the best strategic option for its U.S. Ice Age fossils were found at a construction site in Carlsbad, California, where hundreds of new homes are anticipated to be built. The fossils date to the Pleistocene epoch and are from 50,000 to 200,000 years old. A team of researchers found California Institute of Technology that detected a 13.2 billion years old galaxy, which may be the most distant galaxy ever found. A new study found that an increase in the number of prey available will not result in the number of predators. The discovery provides a new insight of the predator-prey pattern that would help conservationists monitor the endangered species. Ministers and diplomats from 57 countries have gathered in Paris to discuss a make-or-break issue of finance and a climate rescue deal to be sealed in the French capital in December. A recent Legionnaires' disease outbreak that took healthcare authorities by surprise after it killed 8 residents at the Quincy Veterans Home in Illinois. Baton Rouge, Louisiana. 3 cases of Salmonella Louisiana may be part of the outbreak that sickened 25 people in 27 states, including a 99-year-old California woman, according to the Louisiana Department of Health and Hospitals. On Friday, the United States Centers for Disease Control and Prevention has just announced the launch of a brand new program that is designed to help states end the growing epidemic for prescription drug overdose. Okay, looking at New England alerts here in Revere, Massachusetts. A 2-alarm fire, 500 Revere Beach Boulevard. Commended report of blockage of heavy fire. Katie, change it for extension here. At the Boston, Massachusetts, overacted a Route 132 at Friendly's an hour ago. A 2-car overacted police and fire department were at the scene, and fire department was en route. Peter Child News Time, 7:07. Time out for a sports report. The Boston Red Sox sweep the Philadelphia Phillies at Fenway Park 6-2 as the Red Sox Played very well against the Phillies here. Okay, other scores bad. Major Leagues here on this Sunday evening here. Los Angeles Dodgers leaded the San Diego Padres 5-1 at the top of the 7th. San Francisco Giants leaded the Colorado Rockies 7-4 at the top of the 7th. Monday night, Seattle Mariners leaded the Oakland Athletics 3-2 at the bottom of the 9th. New York Yankees over the Tampa Bay Rays 6-4. Toronto Blue Jays over the Baltimore Orioles 10-4. Cleveland Indians blanked the Detroit Tigers 4-0. Cincinnati Reds over the Milwaukee Brewers 6-3. Miami Marlins over the New York Mets 4-3. Washington Nationals over the Atlanta Braves 8-4. Chicago White Sox over the Kansas City Royals 7-5. Houston Astros over the Minnesota Twins 8-5. Chicago Cubs over the Arizona Diamondbacks 6-4. And Los Angeles Angels shut out the Texas Rangers 7-0 here. In North Massachusetts, Henrik Stenson is picking the right time of the year to start playing like a $10 billion Swede that's coming off a runners-up finish last week in the Barclays. Stenson raced a 5-shot deficit in 7 holes on Sunday. Andy Murray says he does not feel more stressed by the distraction of Britain's forthcoming Davis Cup semi-final. After a long 7 months for everybody, New England Patriots quarterback Tom Brady said on Sunday that he hopes to put the Deflategate scandal behind him and get back to playing football. Santos struggled at times this tournament, but he's not played a lot. He's played a lot better than he was coming into the U.S. Open at Silkwood when the U.S. Open last year beat Keith Nishikori in the finals. Struggled for much of the season, but he looked in control. Eugene Bouchard, age 21, the Canadian, already put it out for the women's and mixed doubles, and had hoped to be able to play for the 4th round of the week as she is out of the singles after head injury. Peter Chaldusab, 7:09. It is time to have a travel reporter on this Sunday evening here. And looking at the highways here, and we got an accident here on 146 here on the southbound side here. Just before Route 246 in North Providence, so expect some delays here. 146 on the southbound side, so before Route 99 in Lincoln, Rhode Island there. Route 4 to the northbound side, so from Route 130 in North Kingstown all the way out to Route 2 in North Kingstown here. Jamestown and Newport bridges are looking good. Manoa bridges are looking good here. Out in the Cape, Route 6 to the westbound side it is, so from Route 137 in Bristol to Route 134. And then you breaks again from 132 in Barnstable all the way at the Sandwich here. Route 3 to the northbound side is so from Bushfield all the way out to before Route 18 in Weymouth. Southeast Express to the northbound side, so for the Dorchester stretch. Mass Park to the eastbound side it is, so before Route 128 in Weston here. 120 to the southbound side is so from Beverly all the way out to Linfield here. Route 495 on the southbound side. We got an accident after Route 95 in Amesbury, so expect some delays here. Route 101 on the eastbound side, slow down. Route 95 in Hampton, New Hampshire. And the main traffic on the southbound side, it is also before the Great Interchange here. And take a look at the area around the TPC in Boston Northern. Route 140 on both ends is slow from the TPC in Boston to Route 495 in Mansfield there. So expect some delays here. But 495 has improved around the Mansfield Northern area around Route 140 from it was early this afternoon when it was jam-packed here. Okay, look at MBTA alerts here. Subway system's looking good. Commuter rail looking good. And the ferries are looking good. Pierre Chaldusab is out 7:12 on this Sunday evening here. And it is time to have a weather report here. And it was a stellar Sunday for the Deutsche Bank Golf Championship today at the TPC in Boston Norton here. As many of the people took advantage of this beautiful Sunday and managed to get it some great golf action featuring the world's finest. Alright. Beautiful evening here. Okay, 7-day forecast. It goes like this. Tonight, mostly good sky. About 58 degrees southwest at about 3 to 5 miles an hour here. For Labor Day, sunny skies. How about 89 degrees at southwest at about 6 to 10 miles an hour here. Monday night, petrified after 3 hours. Mostly good sky. About 67 degrees at southwest at about 3 to 7 miles an hour here. Friday, Tuesday, back to work, back to school. Pitch bug for 70 more at 6 guys. It's going to be a hot one in store. High about 95 degrees and light southwest wind increasing to 5 to 9 miles per hour in the morning here. Tuesday night, pitch forecast got low at 7 degrees, southwest at about 7 to 9 miles an hour here. For Wednesday, sunny forecast got high about 93, low at 70 degrees. Thursday, chance of showers at 1 p.m. Forecast got about 86 degrees and transpiration 30%. Thursday night, chance of showers and thunderstorms likely after 11 p.m. Most skies got low at 68 degrees and transpiration 6%. Friday, showers likely made before 11 a.m. Mostly skies got high at about 61 degrees and transpiration is 6%. Drilling it down to 30% by Friday night. Saturday, Port-Sky high at 80 degrees. Saturday night, chance of showers. Most skies got low at 61 degrees and transpiration 30%. And for Sunday, Port-Sky high at 76 degrees. Here, not temperature currently at 7:13, 72 degrees with first guys. Humidity 59%. That is going to be it for the Peter Channel evening news on the Sunday evening, September 6, 2015. Previously, have a good evening with goodbye attitude. I'll see you at 11 o'clock for a late night report. Have a good evening here.